Have you ever canoed down a babbling brook?
No, but I have cried at a Taco Bell.
Oh, same thing. Listen up, campers.
It's time to buckle up, pitch a tent, and take a hike.
Because Camp Counselors is a variety show.
So prepare for a good old-fashioned kumbaya,
Weird news,
hot gossip,
and scary stories around the campfire.
so spooky.
Is this podcast even about camping?
No, but it is camp. This is Camp Counselors. Hey, happy campers! Welcome back to Camp Shady Birch.
It is week 111 here at camp. Whose angel numbers? Did you look at this episode and say, wow, someone's waving at me from heaven?
I can't wait for 222.
Okay, we've got quite some time before that. I think we have like two years and 2 weeks.
Yeah, and we skip weeks, so
Who
it'll be
knows?
even longer.
Who knows?
You'll
when that's
get
gonna
there
be.
when you get there. Settle down, campers. If you're not watching on YouTube and you're audio only, I am in full sweatpants and a sweatshirt, freshly showered, clean panties, clean socks. I did some skincare today. I did my hair.
You did do your hair. It looks
I know.
great.
It's like there's something so chic about the girls who podcast in like complete like athleisure and sweatshirts, but they do a full face.
Yeah.
Girls, do you get that? Like, it's like, oh no, I'm so comfy cozy, but I'm also feeling hot. And by skincare, I put the smallest layer of Coco Kind celery moisturizer, which we love that celery moisturizer, don't we?
We do. Your skin looks so mattified right now. It
Oh my
really
God.
does.
Thank you. I have a photo shoot tomorrow for 3 hours, and I know for a fact that I'm going to break out because that's what God does to me.
Well, stop
Be
putting it out
humble.
there.
No, I'm not. It's not putting it out
No,
there.
it is. This is angel numbers 111.
Oh,
We are
you're so-
manifesting.
It's such a spiritual episode.
Yes. It's purity. It's kindness. It's
Oh my God.
softness.
I'm like out of my fucking living gore today. I'm not skipping over Coco Kind. I feel like we've never talked about this moisturizer. And if we have, I think we have talked about it, but I want you guys to know about this. This was sent to me in PR years ago. Jonathan and I have repurchased this moisturizer at least 10 times.
100. And it's the only skincare thing that we share.
Yeah, it is.
We don't
Which is,
really share anything else.
That's probably gross, but I'm like, we only use it when we're clean. I'm not putting on, who's moisturizing with dirty, grubby hands? Some of you do very clean. It's like,
No, yeah. And whatever our finger is touching, it's already on our finger.
well, why? Actually, now let's be honest. What the fuck is all over the jar right now?
I'll tell you.
It's explosion, wasn't it?
So I didn't know what happened, but I packed all of the stuff in my my suitcase that went down under my checked bag. And when I was on the flight, I came back and there was white shit all over the inside. And I'm really good at, separating things that could spill into Ziploc bags or resealable, reusable bags, because that's just easier because we just travel so much. I don't need to be using all those bags. But something was all over this shit. And I was like, it looks like hair cream or moisturizer. Turns out the seal that was originally on that face stuff, the face moisturizer, I ended up throwing out because it kind of popped out. And I was like, I don't need it. Well, I guess the pressure here, once again, we're blaming atmospheric pressure.
Yeah, atmospheric pressure.
Because I don't think below deck is
were we blaming?
pressurized.
You just said, once again, we're blaming. When were we previously blaming atmospheric pressure?
Oh my God, we did it literally the last episode, two episodes ago.
What did I say about that?
When we were talking about traveling, you're like, when in doubt, just blame it on the altitude
for my
change.
colon.
Yeah.
Okay, so wow. So literally atmospheric pressure is to blame everything.
It really is.
Oh my God, I was listening to a podcast yesterday, and apparently due to global warming and climate change, air turbulence in planes is going to get worse.
Oh, what a bright episode this is.
No, isn't that just okay, whatever.
No, it makes sense though.
I just it's not the lightest thing I could have said right now. But can I not approach the campers with honesty and a full heart?
No, I was just joking around. It's definitely the truth of the matter. It's the fact of the matter. It's the inconvenient truth.
Okay, that's truly an inconvenient truth. But back to the moisturizer, guys. I gotta get this out because there's a part of this I haven't spoken about.
Yeah.
And
Oh wait, I don't even think I wrapped mine up. Basically, it was
neither
the
of us are
celery.
gonna wrap a single thing up.
It was the moisturizer.
Get a thought.
The moisturizer blew up and then
Thought
it blew
for
up
500,
again.
please.
Please.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry, go.
No, it was just the moisturizer that did in fact
Oh,
blow
so
up.
it's okay. So what's crusted on the moisturizer is just more moisturizer.
Yeah, because I washed it when I got to the hotel because it was covered in stuff.
You didn't wash it well.
No, I washed it when I was there. And then when it blew up again, I looked at it and I said, you already had your monthly bath. I'm not doing this again. Someone else can handle it.
Yeah, so she'll get a second rinse mid-November.
Yeah,
she's like, so it's actually really gross right now. I just want to let you guys know that. She's so inside out.
She is so inside out.
But back to the moisturizer, because we're circling the drain on this here. I just want to really...
Guys, this is a beauty podcast.
No, because why can't we be lifestyle?
Hello,
let me be lifestyle.
Wait, I literally have to contact Podcast One right now, and I have to say we are not comedy category. We are beauty, makeup, skincare, moisture category.
So let me finish my thought out. The moisturizer is a celery scented moisturizer. Now, everyone, I want a complete 2-second pause. Thank you. What do you think about that? Because I think if I didn't own this product, I'd be like, why? But when I put on that moisturizer and I feel like a fresh herbaceous garden, there's something quite I don't know, clean and just squeaky about it.
It is nice. It's nice and it's refreshing. And it's not celery scented. It's not like they didn't go out of their way to...
You don't think it's celery scented?
I think it has the aroma
of it.
Celery
is in the name of it, babe.
Babe, when I'm saying scented things is added smell. It's not scented. It's celery seed as an ingredient. So by proxy, it happens to smell up.
Okay, this is coming from a former Lush employee. No one thinks that way. Okay, either it's scented or it's in it. Either way, it smells like it. And that's
Check the podcast category.
Okay, listen. I'm saying it smells like celery.
That's what you have to say.
I don't care if it's in it or it was added. I'm just telling them it smells like celery. You're over here being a fucking chemist. I don't... What are you talking
I'm
about?
I'm a scanologist.
Oh my God. I just want to say my face smells like a fucking salad. That's all I'm trying to say. Right?
It smells like a snack pack.
Okay. I had no plans on talking about this.
But your skin looks good.
Oh, that was sweet. What a great
I hope we're recording.
Oh,
okay,
knock
we're
it
good.
off.
We're good. No, I literally have to check.
I wouldn't have been roaring.
No.
I would not have been roaring. Okay, so let's get into the new nana of the morning. I had a horrible morning.
Can you tell?
That's why I'm dressed like this. I said I'm not getting dressed for shit today, okay? Thank God most of our audience is audio only. But I was poisoned this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Should we talk about it?
I think we have no choice but to.
So as we're recording, last night was the end of daylight savings. So as you guys know, if you are in our U.S. audience, I think besides Arizona is the only state.
How did you opt out of that?
I think Hawaii did too, but Hawaii is so far removed from the continental U.S. I get
Hawaii,
it.
They don't even want to be a part of it.
And I don't blame them for it.
I don't either.
But I'm saying Arizona, you're here.
You're here. You're kind of living in the heart of America.
I would call it the heart. A heart would be the middle. They're on the edge, but they're attached.
The spleen.
Either way, I don't know how they got out of that, but we didn't. So I was celebrating a little much last night because I was like, I have an extra hour. So I went too hard, and I got a little creaky. And this morning I was ill. I was so ill. And there are a couple bagel shops that are in walking distance of our apartment in New York. But some days, I don't know about you guys, I think I'm just lazy. If I don't feel good, I don't want to walk and go stand with sunglasses on at a bagel shop and wait 20 minutes in that intense environment with other people at 9:30 when I'm hungover.
No, and especially where we're living, one block is you're going to pass 20 people.
Yeah, and it's I just don't have, honestly, it comes down to energy. It's beyond, I don't care what I look like. I just don't want that interaction. It's just not good for me. So I DoorDashed for our bagels this morning for Jonathan and I from a place that was probably a 10-minute walk. And you know what? That's my prerogative and that's my bank account. So it was so busy this morning. I was quoted for my bagel 66 to 88 minutes, which I didn't have to do it, but I did. What do we think about that?
I think we could have saved 77 minutes by simply walking.
We could have, but I just didn't do that today. So I prolonged my hangover by not eating, waiting for this bagel to show up. It does, whatever. So when the bagel arrives, the drama starts. I open my bagel and it was soaking wet.
Let's talk about the order. What was the ingredients?
It was soaking wet, you guys. Okay, so I got an everything bagel. Lightly toasted. Actually, that's not true. That's not true, Ellen. I got it toasted well because you guys know me. I'm a crunchy girl. I got it toasted well. bacon, egg, and cheese. Sometimes the bacon and cheese doesn't hit if it's too dry. So it's like, I want ketchup. But so many times that I've gotten ketchup, it's still too dry. So it's like, let me add mayo. Sometimes when I think people make a sandwich, the bottle of mayo explodes. And I think that happens so much to me. Like, I like mayo, but it's such a fine line on a sandwich for me where when the mayo, when it gets too much, it's almost diabolical. It's almost inedible. So that's where we were with the sandwich. So when I picked it up, I split the sandwich open, right? And this is why it was soaking wet. There's a mayo dripping down my wrist. It's covered in ketchup. And then it was an over medium egg, which was more like over easy.
Oh, that's not it.
It was 3 liquids souping together.
Oh.
It's wrapping around my wrist like a snake, this juice. And I'm so hungover that I know that I have to just push through and eat it.
You have to.
Orally, it was delicious. But the way that my body received it, poison.
It could have been better.
I think something was bad in it. I had about food poisoning this morning for 38 minutes. I don't know what happened. I felt like it was poisoned. It was toxic. It was a toxic sandwich for me.
Wait, did you like genuinely feel like sick?
I felt so sick.
It was the EGG.
The egg? It was a bad egg. Oh my God. Classic
not
bad
the bad
egg. It was
egg.
a bad egg.
One bad egg to another.
Well, now this is what's happening. I never want to eat another egg again. Eggs are out now for me.
Oh, you exited.
I'm exiting. I'm exiting the group chat, campers. Like my entire life. And I feel like we're all like this, right? You're either in your egg or you're out your egg.
And it comes in like splurts.
What are you? Are you in egg or you out egg?
Right now, I think I'm pretty in egg.
Yeah.
I also don't really order runny eggs as much as you do. I'll get it when I'm out. I don't trust myself to make it. And that's the other thing is if I'm making eggs, it will only be scrambled.
Well, it's rare. Isn't that just rare egg? Is that okay? It's okay, but think about it.
But what makes that okay and not eating cookie dough?
No, well, I've been on the forefront of battling that conspiracy theory for years, okay?
Literally, who has gotten citronella from eating cookie dough? Has anybody died from it?
No, it's a fucking hoax, and I'm love spreading medical misinformation here. The amount of you would be on your knees, campers, if you knew how much raw cookie dough in my lifetime I've consumed.
Oh my God, we've been snacking on it. Your sister put us onto it. I don't know what that was.
We just buy a tub of it, and we don't even put them in the oven. But you know what? You do put them in the oven, it actually is always worth it. Doesn't matter.
We did throw away the end of the tub, which was 1 scoop, and that felt good because it was like, well, at least we didn't eat the whole tub.
It was oxidized. It was truly oxidized. But all that to say is I'm out of my egg era. What is like a situation for you that you've been like, oh, no more egg. I'm not egging anymore.
It's either when it's too raw or runny, or if it just has, sometimes the eggs have that weird, like, it's not a bite, it's not a tang, it's like a musk.
Oh, that was a foul way to describe anything.
And it happens in a millisecond. It's like lightning in a bottle. It happens for a split second if I eat an egg, and it turns me off, and then I think about where the egg came from. Was it the chicken or the egg? I don't know.
When have I ever seen in real life lightning in a bottle?
At the carnival.
What carnival were you going to?
Coney Island.
They would have lightning in a bottle there. So it's a rough day. You know what I mean? It's hard to really put your white flag up.
Okay, Dido. I will go down with this shit.
But I don't want to go down with the egg shit.
Because you won't put your hands up and you won't surrender.
Oh, so here's a fun note.
Yeah.
You drink my juice.
Okay. All right. Okay.
No.
So I was
No. I want to talk about it. You're not gonna steamroll my conversation here.
Yesterday.
He's steamrolling.
No, I'm telling the tale of the truth. You should try it sometime.
Why don't I tell the story? Because it's my story to tell.
Go ahead.
I had orange juice yesterday. Didn't enunciate a single word right there. I had orange juice yesterday. Who's familiar, campers, with Natalie's? Who is that, Queen?
I didn't know about her.
You've never seen Natalie's orange juice before?
No.
I know. Wow. Well, maybe there are campers out there who haven't. It's like a small juice company, but it's not that small because I see it everywhere. But they come in those like square, you know what the same, this is the bottle, guys. You'll know this. Do you remember those naked smoothies?
Don't.
Everyone knows those though, right?
I hated them.
But that's the same container and shape size as the Natalie's orange juice.
Correct.
So I'm just trying to give them a visual here. It's like, it's single use.
It's a nice bottle.
Yeah, it is a nice bottle. So anyways, I love it. It's so delicious. It's not cheap. And I got two of them yesterday for us. You had yours because it was yours. And I had mine because, oh my God, it was mine. And I had about a third of it left in my bottle. And I put it in the fridge and went in the shower. I forgot about it all day. This morning, when I was sick as a dog from my poison sandwich, I said, you know what would help me right now? A juice, a cold orange juice. And I was like, oh my God, this is perfect. It's just enough to settle the kettle. I open the fridge, take over. Because I don't know where the story goes from here because it's also foggy in your mind what you did with the juice.
So here is what really happened. We ordered food yesterday. What you skipped over was the trials and tribulations I was going through. All I wanted was a lightly toasted sandwich.
Not us having bagels day after day.
And no, we really had bagels back to back bagels. So yesterday it comes in and it's like a hockey puck. It is burnt. It is charred. Mine said lightly. Yours said toasted. Yours was lighter than mine. Mine was like burnt. Like you would find it at the bottom of an oven.
I would have liked it, but for you, way too dark.
I couldn't even bite into it because it was going to break the retainer. Like I felt my retainer like putting pressure on the rest of my teeth.
Yeah, and you've done that before.
Yeah, and I have. If Patreon members, Cabin 5 members know that when we made French onion soup, I broke my bracket. Anyway, I couldn't eat my sandwich. I couldn't eat my frozen yogurt from the yogurt shop.
Why can we never have a good meal together? One of us is suffering medical issues.
And I wasn't complaining. I couldn't eat it. I just had to throw the half away. I bit the pieces that I could, but internally, I was crying and I was sad. So I drank my orange juice, I think. And then there was a half of one on the table. And I don't think you put yours in the fridge because I thought the one on the table.
The thing is, when I tell my story, it's so fact because I know what happened. But Jonathan has said, I think. And then he tells me that I'm wrong. It's like, but I remember my story. You can't even remember what you finished your juice yesterday. So I think you're just blacking out, chugging everyone's juice.
So here is
You've
what
never
then
ate my
happened.
leftovers before. And this was the first time. It was my juice.
And here's what happened. So clearly it wasn't out of malicious intent if I haven't done it before.
Yeah, either is third degree murder. It still happened. You know what I mean? Vehicular manslaughter. It could have been an accident, but guess what? Someone still's hurt in the occasion.
This morning, I apologized because I said, I don't think I drank it because I didn't think that I drank it. So I'm digging through the recycling to jog my memory.
And I said, calm down.
No, because you thought I was trying to prove you wrong, but I wasn't. I was trying to literally be like, did I drink that? Because I felt like I was going crazy.
In the kitchen, going through cans and bottles.
I was literally digging. My fingers are like wet from the cans of cat food, which is truly... That's diabolical.
I told you to stop. I said that you're making a scene.
No, I was. And then I was like, honestly, what am I doing? I'm hungover digging through the recycling for what? To jog my memory. And then what? The juice is gone. And that's what it is. So I said, I don't remember if I drank it, but I'm sorry. And that's what I said. And you kept pressing the issue. And here you are pressing the issue. I have to defend myself because you post about me on the internet and you make me out to be a villain with things that I never said. And I just, no one's on my side, so I have to be my own.
Oh, they're always on your side, Jonathan. Oh my God. The thing is, whether you meant to do it or not does not excuse from the crime.
And did I not apologize?
That doesn't matter. I'm still hurt. I was sick as a dog on the couch.
You just wanted your medium
I was
pulp.
looking green. I needed vitamin C, you bastard. You drank it on me and you have selective memory. Get your head checked.
I really should.
Before it ends up on a platter. No, I don't know. I'm just like losing my mind.
I know, but that does suck when you like have it in your head that, oh, it's been a time. I'm not feeling great. I have that in the fridge and then you don't.
Well, it's so funny because this morning when I was deathly ill for my 38-minute session, I thought to myself, I am the kind of person, and this isn't a good quality, but I'll be honest about myself. when I don't feel good, I can't do anything. I can't push through. So if I were to ever be pregnant, and it's not even like if I don't feel good, it's like if I feel off.
I don't think you're going to be.
Well, oh my God, let me live in a hypothetical. Jesus Christ. Like, I believe, I can only assume that if you were to be carrying a child, you feel it. You feel different. You just feel off. There's something in you. Like, I don't know how women go to work and their babies are kicking them in the stomach and they're like, he's kicking. For me, oh my God, I can't multitask through that. I'd have to be like, I need to sit and just feel weird. So like, if I were to get pregnant, I wouldn't be able to work for 9 months.
You just work from home.
No, I don't. That's still working. I can't do anything. Like for the 38 minutes I was sick, I had to sit and look at the wall. I couldn't even look at my phone. Because I felt so weird. I just get so stressed. So it's like, how do people get pregnant for 9 months?
Yeah.
And then they just live their lives.
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
Those are strong mamas.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't push it. That egg sandwich ruined my day to the point where I won't even put jeans on now.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't going to. He wasn't even going to shower. He was going to rot on the couch. I had to pry him off. But here we are. This episode of Camp Counselors is sponsored by Uncommon Goods. Spark something uncommon this holiday season with incredible hand-picked gifts from Uncommon Goods. They make your holiday shopping stress-free by scouring the globe for original, handmade, and absolutely remarkable things for everyone on your list. Whether you're shopping for your Secret Santa or your entire family, Uncommon Goods knows exactly what they want. I love giving gifts, but there are some people in my life that are just a little hard to shop for. I literally have shopped Uncommon Goods every single year, especially around the holidays, since the year I discovered them. A few years ago, my friend was pregnant and I had no idea what to get for her daughter. I ended up finding a customized book that I could put her daughter's name in, and then they printed it on high quality paper. It was like a legit book, hardcover and everything. And they sprinkled her name throughout the book, and it was so special, and she still has it, and it's one of her favorites. When you shop Uncommon Goods, you're supporting artists and small independent businesses. Many of their handcraft products are made in small batches, so shop now before they sell out this holiday season. From holiday host and hostess gifts to the coolest finds for kids to hits for everyone from book lovers to diehard sports fans, I'm not kidding when I say Uncommon Goods has something for everyone. And with every purchase you make at Uncommon Goods, they give back $1 to a nonprofit partner of your choice. To get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/camp. That's uncommongoods.com/CAMP for 15% off. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods. We're all out of the ordinary.
Attention campers, please meet at the old flagpole under the tall pine for morning announcements.
Welcome back to Morning Announcements, campers. We're switching gears. We are now newscasters. We're sharing the articles that you might have missed this week that we want you to spread like wildfire. These are weird articles. These are not pressing. These are not going to make you popular, and people are not going to care. But you're listening to this podcast, so you're clearly a freak. So you're going to care. And I like that about you. You got spunk. You got that razzle-dazzle, camper. Jonathan, take us away on a journey of an article that you've hand-selected for these gorgeous campers.
With pleasure.
I don't say that enough.
I know. I paused for a second because I said, do you really want to say that?
No, I needed it. It actually gave me such a butterfly. I feel actually better now.
Is my slate clean from the orange juice?
No.
Okay. We will continue to work on that. Where am I on here? At literally the top because I haven't began. So I'm going to save that title for the end. I do have a question for you before I get in this. There is a certain television show that I had heard of, but I've never actually witnessed.
What is it?
I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here.
I know the lore of it, yes. Is it UK or Australian?
It's UK, but it's filmed in Australia.
It's really funny because I know a lot of celebrities that have done it and they've left immediately.
Yeah, apparently it's
Did Gemma Collins do it?
I'm not sure.
She must have done it.
I looked at a list of the celebrities who have done it, and I wasn't familiar with a lot of them because they're huge in the UK, but not so much here. And there's only been a few Americans on.
Yeah, but it's a really big show over there.
Tilda Swinton was on it.
Really?
No, she wasn't on it.
Oh, I was like, that's okay. That would have shocked me.
Can you imagine her out there? Okay, so if you camper out there don't know what it is, I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here is a reality TV show where celebrities are dropped into a jungle or remote wilderness and have to live together. It's usually like a small group of them. I think there's like 10ish, maybe a little bit more. And the objective of the competition show is to see how well they can survive during challenging conditions where they're stripped of their access to money and luxury. I wrote that. Okay.
That was a great description.
Thank you. While working together, working against each other, and facing their fears. Hello. I should write for their Wikipedia.
You're so ChatGPT.
So celebrities sleep in basic camps with limited food and supplies and have to handle living in these tough conditions. So it's kind of like Big Brother in a sense, like to win extra food and rewards, they have to compete in these challenges dubbed Bush Tucker trials. And these are crazy, sometimes gross challenges like eating bugs, swimming with snakes, and facing phobias. So it's kind of like Big Brother meets Fear Factor. And this show too, which I didn't realize, is kind of filmed like Big Brother in the sense that they don't film the season kind of like how traditionally American competition shows do and then have it come out the full year after they've edited everything. They kind of don't do amazing editing and they just do it out week by week, like American Idol style. You know?
Like live-ish?
Like how we watch Survivor.
Gotcha.
They would be like, okay, they're only a week behind in real time. So
okay.
it's
So
pretty
it's happening at the same time.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So the public gets to vote, and that's kind of what's a part of it, is the public gets involved and they can vote on the celebrities who they want to see do the trials and who they want to keep on the show. Over time, people are voted out until there's a winner. You guys know the deal. And then whoever's left standing is crowned king or queen of the jungle. And since its debut, they've been filming in Australia. They only moved locations once, and that is pivotal to the story. So they're back at the OG location in Australia, down under. Celebrities will be dropped off in the jungle on November 17th for this season.
Okay.
As we record this, that is less than 2 weeks away. But news broke this morning that there's an additional challenge, which actually may affect the entire production. An uninvited guest may star in this season's episodes.
Bugs.
A large infestation of poisonous cane toads have invaded the camp. I didn't know what this cane toad was, and I look at it, and it looks like a run-of-the-mill frog and toad ass. Like, I would pick it up and, like, I don't know, cuddle it, you know? So, turns out they are extremely dangerous and poisonous in all stages of their lives, including eggs, when they're tadpoles, when they're toadlets, and when they're adult amphibians.
Wait, did you say the word toadlet?
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but
that's like my body type, I fear.
Maybe you're a toad with a load.
I like am a toadlet. It's like piglet, but no, like I'm just like so toadlet. It's crazy.
I love that. I didn't even know that was a term, toadlet.
You just taught me that.
You're my little toadlet.
Thank you.
So their skin and glands contain a highly toxic, milky, venomous substance called bufotoxin. And
Say that again.
Bufotoxin.
Oh my God,
Listen,
I want to be a scientist.
The cops are coming right now. So the bufotoxin can kill humans that come in contact with it. Even the smallest encounter can seep into your skin.
Oh my God.
And causes humans to go blind. And it's not just that.
I'm sick.
If bufotoxin from the toads is cross-contaminated on food or accidentally ingested, it can cause convulsions followed by excessive salivation of the mouth, kind of like foaming of the mouth, then paralysis, then death. So that's fun. Cane toads are extremely invasive, and they were actually brought to Australia by humans because in the early 1900s, there was a huge beetle problem in their sugar cane fields. That's where it gets the name cane toad. I don't know where they originally came from, but they quickly bred and spread throughout the continent. And then Australia in like 1920, they were like, hey, we probably shouldn't have brought those toads here. They killed the beetles. Now we got a bigger problem. They could kill us. Yeah.
I'm still hung up on you saying bread and spread.
Who?
You just said bread and spread.
And I didn't pause for applause?
That is just a sick thing to say out loud.
No, literally, they bread.
Has anyone
and
ever
spread.
said that out loud before?
I just did. Let me be the first person.
Bread and spread.
Ew, that's disgusting.
You said it.
It's kind of hot. Stop. So this year in particular, 2024,
Okay.
the cane toad's population soared due to wet and humid weather, which is the animal's ideal mating conditions.
This story is disgusting.
Like, baby, it is so hot out. You look so good.
Let's spread.
Ew. So the female can lay up to 35,000 eggs, not 3,500, 35,00 USD.
Do you think she feels off when she's pregnant?
Probably. She's
Yeah,
probably
like-
staring at the wall while killing people. She's like, I can still make you go blind, bitch.
She's just staring at the wall with 35,000 babies in her. She's like, I'm about to fuck up this show.
She's like watching from the sideline. She's in like Video Village and she's like, you just wait till next season, baby. I'm gonna have my moment. Okay, so production is taking this very seriously. And they're trying to have the camp cleared by the time contestants show up.
Trying.
So it doesn't seem, I don't know what's going to happen. So we're going to have to really play it by ear. The show's producers told the Mirror, quote, cane toads love ponds, so the Jungle Creek and even the famous shower area will need to be monitored closely. Prior to us filming the show, all the stars have been given strict and in-depth talks about the wildlife they could come face to face with out here and how to deal with them for safety reasons. The celebrities have all been made aware of the current cane toad situation.
And they decided if they wanted to do it or not. Did anyone drop?
You won't know until the show comes out who's on it.
Oh, they don't do it like a cast announcement
Isn't
early?
that fun? So the BBC is always right, but they won't release the whole list of people. But it's titled the rumored cast, but it's pretty official. But the show's like, we don't know. It could be right, it could not. But also think about it, like right now, people could drop out. I don't know how these contracts are, but here's a couple of the jobs, because I don't really know anybody, but here's a couple of the jobs just to keep in mind of these celebrities that they're putting together, because it is quite the eclectic group. We've got this guy, Alan Halsall, who's a soap opera actor. Melvin Odum, who's a talk show host and radio DJ. Mara Higgins, who's a model and a Love Island star.
I think I've heard of her.
Reverend Richard Coles, who's a famous priest.
Okay.
Literally with the collar and everything. Danny Jones, the lead singer and guitarist for McFly. Do you remember them?
No, what song?
Obviously, she's out of my league. It was like 2005, but I didn't know they were even British. And then you're going to be gagged by this.
Oh.
You're going to be gagged by this. You're not going to be gagged by who? You're going to be gagged by what? Colleen Rooney. Have you heard of her?
I don't think so.
Do we have any UK campers out there who know I'm going to say? Because I had no idea. Like, I don't know how popular she is here in America. So she's a wag, right? She is a British television personality and author and wife of former England soccer star Wayne Rooney. So she is a wag and she likes the title.
What's a wag?
Like a wife and girlfriend. Like, you know how it's like Wags, the show? You never heard of that?
No.
Wives and girlfriends of like basketball stars?
No, like Love and Hip Hop?
No. Like what? You've never heard of Wags?
Hags.
Hags. Have a great summer. Okay, so keep that.
Is that supposed to gag me, the wags?
No, that's not what's going to gag you.
I'm sorry.
So in 2019, Colleen noticed that private details about her. We're leaving the toads in the past. Like, just give me a second,
Bye.
okay? In 2019, Colleen noticed that private details about her life were being leaked to British tabloids, specifically The Sun. She suspected that someone in her close circle was leaking these stories. So to catch the culprit, she set a clever trap by blocking all her Instagram followers except for one person she suspected, then posted fake stories on her Instagram story to see if they would end up in the press. Sure enough, the stories appeared in the tabloids, leading her to publicly accuse fellow wag Rebecca Vardy as the source. Colleen made a viral post and it ended with the dramatic line, "It's Rebecca Vardy's account." So the accusation led to a highly publicized court case. They went to court for this, with Rebecca Vardy then suing Colleen for libel in 2022. It was this whole media sensation, and they dubbed Colleen Wagatha Christie.
That's clever.
Isn't that clever?
Mm-hmm.
Colleen ultimately won the case. The judge was like, "You're trying to sue her, bitch. It was you. Like, I'm looking at all the evidence, and she found out it was you. You got found out. Now you're trying to sue her because you look bad."
What does libel mean again? Like, isn't that like defamation kind of?
No, defamation is defamation. Pepsi's Pepsi. I honestly don't know, but she is liable in this sense, in all senses of the word.
Okay.
If you ask me. So the final contestant, along with the Cane Toads this season, Jane Moore, journalist who worked for The Sun, the publication responsible for running the leaked stories about Colleen Rooney. They're going to be staying together in the jungle. And that is my story.
That's going to be a mess.
It's going to be a mess.
I feel like it's irresponsible to like have them there, move the location.
I also wonder if it's as bad as they're saying it is. I'm like leaning into the gag of it all.
34,000 eggs, babe.
Yeah, that is a lot.
Icky.
That is a lot. I feel like if push comes to shove, they would probably move them because they had to move to a different location once during COVID. That was the only time they like changed locations, really.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it's going to be a pain in the dick because they have everything set up, you know, like in the middle of the jungle. So I don't know what's going to happen. I feel like if it's too dangerous, I don't know, they'll figure it out. Put them in a gymnasium or something. The name of that article was "Celebrities Face Chaos as Camp is Invaded by Poisonous Creatures." And that was coming from InsideNewsHub. And I could not get the name of the author. So I'll put it in the show notes. What have you got for us?
So I'm also going down under, but to the east. This article came from the Associated Press by Charlotte Graham-McLay. A New Zealand city waves goodbye to its disturbing giant hand sculpture that many came to love. So perched on two fingers on the roof of an art gallery in Wellington, New Zealand, the giant sculpture of a hand has loomed over the city for 5 years. Named Quasi, this 16-foot creature of Australian-based sculptor Ronnie Van Hoot bears an unsmiling human face, because why not? So I have to describe to you, if you are just listening this podcast and not seeing a photo of it, it looks like, you know when you do that sexy like leg, like the sexy walking fingers across the table?
Or like Yellow Pages. Remember Yellow Pages, the phone book? That was their symbol was like 2 pages walking across paper.
Like just 2 fingers kind of being like cutesy and like walking across. So it's like that if you had that on your like table, and then where the back of your hand would be this like weird humanistic face. So and the face is like not, I don't want to be mean, but it's like not a cute face.
Well, it's not real. Is it based on a person?
It's literally a self-portrait of the sculptor.
So, fuck.
Yeah, it's.
What's his name?
Not.
His name was like Van Rooney or something.
His name is Ronnie Van Hoot.
He's a
Van Hoot. He's a Van Hoot.
He's a Hoot.
So in my mind, I'm not going to see this guy ever. I don't care. It's not go. You know what I mean? He's not. It is spooky. So let me keep going. It's named Quasi. So
Quasi.
So some found it disturbing, and now after 5 years of provoking controversy and a myriad of emotions, from horror and revulsion to delight among residents of New Zealand's capital, Quasi will be removed from the roof of City Gallery this week.
Why?
It will be taken to a new home, the gallery said Wednesday. This is either a great day for Wellington or a terrible day for Wellington, and there's not much view in between, said Ben McNulty, a Wellington City Council member. Personally, McNulty told the Associated Press he felt devastated by the sculpture's departure. Quasi is made of steel, polystyrene, and resin, and was based on scans of Van Hoot's hands and face.
Oh, that's a little narcissistic.
It was named in part for Quasimodo, the bell ringer in Victor Hugo's 1831 novel, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Hence the male gender some have attributed to Quasi, because it's just like a walking hand with a face on it that's 16 feet, which it's huge. The thing is
16 feet tall?
16 feet tall.
Holy shit.
I saw a photo. It's like a really big building, and the photo from the ground, like you can like clearly see it, like perfectly fine.
Wow. I saw a picture of it, but I didn't know it was that big.
Well, Quasi first graced or hunted an art gallery in Christchurch, New Zealand in 2016, but proved polarizing. It was the subject of an opinion editorial piece in the local newspaper listing reasons the sculpture must go, including claims that one of its outstretched fingers appears to inappropriately and belligerently point at pedestrians and office workers.
Get over yourself. But honestly, you know what he said? Let's give them something to talk about. It's literally, that's art. Like, let's stir up a conversation. You guys are so fucking bored down there. I'm going to put this giant thing up. You're going to have a reason to go to work the next day and type up this article. So you're welcome for that.
Well, do you know what Ronnie Van Hout said?
What?
Or Ronnie Van Hoot? He said, perhaps the monster just wants to be loved.
Oh.
I know. Yeah. So there's another quote in here from the McNulty guy. He says, he arrived, and I won't say the city unanimously hated him, but I reckon 80% were like, what is this monster? What have we done? But I think over time, there's been a bit of softening. There's sort of a pro-quasi group, which I consider myself a part of. On Wednesday in the city square where the statue is, a lot of people were like, hey, like we kind of do like, someone said, it's really disturbing, but it's a staple of Wellington now. And I'm quite gutted.
Oh.
Yeah, he's going to be lifted by a helicopter when he's removed.
Well, he has to.
Such an exit.
That's drama.
It's the most insane thing ever. Van Hout said everything comes to an end eventually. I'm sure it will be missed, but even nightmares have to return to where they came from. And now you only have an absence to reflect on. So he's like, oh, now you want him? Well, I'm bringing him back home to Australia because he's Australian. Yeah, and just dozens of people have responded being like, yay or like, nay. It's really polarizing. I think there's a really funny quote from the mayor. He said, I'll personally be pleased to see it head somewhere else for a change. I think there's a strong feeling of relief in town.
Shut up. You don't speak for everybody.
So he finally did his peace out. Simply.
His peace out.
He peaced out.
Did he peace out yet? Did that happen yet?
This was posted October 31st. So I think
not yet.
maybe it's within the week. So I don't know.
I think the day this episode comes out, he's literally in the air right now.
Yeah. Oh my God. Everybody wave wherever you are. He can
give him the peace sign. Put your paws up.
Well, I'm from New Bedford, Massachusetts, as some of you guys do know, and we had a polarizing sculpture in our town.
What?
It was a seagull with tits.
Oh yeah, she's still. Well, I'll let you tell the tale.
Well, she was on the side of the highway. Her tits were out. It wasn't like usually like hard rock nipples on the highway.
No, but it was like the first time I saw it, I was like, whoa, is that a pelican?
Yeah. So it's just like a busty seagull.
Yeah.
And a lot of the town didn't like it. And then eventually everyone was like, wait, she's kind of mother for that. And they had to bring her back the next year. It's like a revolving art installation piece of the city, but she got a second round.
She did.
So I think art is made to, I don't know, cause drastic opinions. I don't think you're really creating anything worthy of, I don't know, I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Well, where was this installation? You said like
on top of like City Hall, basically.
No, okay, so it was like city in the sense of like a downtown, or city in the sense of like a city like here, like in New York?
Like a downtown.
Oh, okay. But like get over it. Like you just don't look up. There you go. That's a great movie. Just don't look up. Don't look at it if you have an issue with that. Because now it's gone and no one wants to talk about your town.
Art should be polarizing. Make weird shit. I love it.
This episode of Camp Counselors is sponsored by BetterHelp. So Zachariah is not in the room, and I don't know if he's ever going to hear this, but I just want to take a moment and say how thankful for Zach I am. He is hands down the kindest, most generous, most selfless person that I have ever met in my life. And he reminds me every day that I am so loved. This month is all about gratitude. And along with Zach, there's another person that none of us really tend to thank enough, and that would be ourselves. It's sometimes hard to remind ourselves that we're all trying our best to make sense of everything. And in this crazy world, that isn't easy. So here's a reminder to send some thanks to the people in your life, including yourself. Self-love and acceptance and gratitude was definitely something that I learned a lot about through therapy. So if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's done entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist, and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Let the gratitude flow with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/camp to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/CAMP, and get 10% off your first month.
Grab your bug juice and bear spray, campers. It's time to pack it up and take a hike.
Welcome back to Take a Hike. This is the part of the show where we beach a little. We bring in a helicopter, we helivac you out of here, and say take a hike.
I'm a celebrity.
Get me out of here. It's so weird. It's like a British show that is taking place in Australia, but I don't think Britland has jungle.
No, they don't. They're not jungle. No, Britland is not jungle.
It was almost a sentence. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so what am I telling to take a hike? It's been happening to me frequently, more and more frequently. And as we enter the holiday season that is among us, I fear it may be happening even more.
What?
When you blow out a candle and now the house smells like a burnt ass candle.
I like that smell.
You do?
I do.
So I just spent hours, 4 hours to be exact, curating an atmosphere
Okay.
for it to feel like it smells like a pumpkin pie or fresh apples, Macintosh to be exact, or Christmas tree, balsam and fir. I'm going to blow out the candle, which I'm already sad about, but I'm like, it's been burning for too long. I'm going to start getting the black things in my nose.
Yep.
Do you campers know about that? If you burn a candle for more than 4 hours, you're not supposed to do that because it's like, gets that black shit in your nose because you're just breathing it all in. So I blow out the candle. And now all that's left, everything erased, not just taken away from me in that split second, but covered up completely by the thick black stink. And now it smells like someone just blew out birthday candles at an Applebee's.
I think it's smart to use the little lid.
Zach got me a very, very functional Christmas gift that I still use. It's probably what you bought me gift-wise, what I use the most besides
Your laptop?
my laptop, which was a birthday gift. Thank you so much. He got me a candle kit. And it has a little trimmer, which I trim that wick before I light the candle, because you have to, because that does help with the smoke, and a snuffer. So it looks like a little bell and you go boop, but it still doesn't do anything about the smoke. So I try to put the lid on it to keep the smoke in, but it's still just, the whole house smells like someone just blew out a candle. Did someone blow out a candle? Did someone just blow out a candle? You ever ask that? Sorry, that was so crazy of me.
I will now.
Okay. So that's my take a hike. I'm just annoyed. And we have so many candles and I just like enjoy burning
All
of
of our
them.
candles are like is the bottom quarter and I'm over them. They're just dirty and black. And I'm like, get out of here, you gross bitch.
I have an issue throwing out candles that have not been used all the way.
I'll throw them out. I'll throw them out all day.
Wait, can I just give... Okay, the bitching aside, Zach told me good advice one time.
What?
And you said it to Kira too. When it came specifically to candle, if you guys have a candle that you're like, oh, that's just a candle like for decoration, but it smells good, or like, oh, that's the expensive candle, we don't burn it. The candle was
the Casey Musgraves slow burn candle.
And I would like never burn it. And you're like, why? Why would you never burn it? I was like, it's an $85 candle. You're like, okay, so it's just going to sit there and collect dust. Enjoy the candle while you have it and then move on. And that stuck with me. And it stuck with me to this very day. And now it's going to stick with you like a cane toad.
Don't wait to live your life. Live it now.
Yeah. You guys, that's your homework assignment. Safely go home tonight and burn that candle that you've been saving for far too long.
You're being too positive. I haven't done my take a hike yet.
Okay, go ahead. Go.
Back to the negativity.
Yeah, let's take it down.
Back to the complaining.
You sound like Brittany.
I know I do. What am I telling you to take a hike this week, campers? Batteries not included.
Ooh.
Where do you get off, big tech? Okay? Include batteries. It's the stupidest thing ever. You have enough time to tell me that batteries aren't included, but you can't throw 2 AA's in there. You're gonna hide the batteries with behind a little screw case. You're gonna make it difficult for me, and then I have to purchase additional items. I just think it's bullshit. I did some research on this.
Oh.
And I was like, what is the big point of this? You know what I mean? Because don't tell me it's cost.
Yeah, what's the big idea?
Okay, batteries, they're kind of expensive, I guess. But it's like, if you buy them in bulk and you're the supplier, you can handle it.
Supply chain.
It always comes back to the supply chain. Well, I think it's ridiculous. But they also said like, reasons why they don't include batteries are because of weight with shipping. And they can corrode and like ruin the device.
Wait, they don't love you like I love you.
I am doing an ad for DirecTV right now. So they gave me DirecTV free for a year, and I had to like plug in this whole thing. It doesn't matter. But they gave me a remote, and the batteries were included. And
were or were not?
They were.
Oh.
And I was so happy. And I thought to myself, why should I be happy for someone reaching the bare minimum?
Truly.
Like DirecTV, thank you for including it, but like you should. And everyone else, how dare you sell a product that it needs batteries and not include the batteries? Even if they're like the shitty off-brand ones, just get me going. Get me warmed up. Don't stick it in dry, okay? Like, hello?
No, literally, like, have me safe for a week or so.
Yeah, and then let me see if I even like your product, because now you're starting off on the wrong foot. And I just think it's tacky, it's tasteless, and take the extra cost. Take the hit financially because I'm going to respect your company more. Protect the brand image. Duracells are available. Anyways, I just think that's just like such trash corporate greed.
No, it's literally trash behavior for sure. Speaking of batteries, we do have rechargeable batteries from Energizer, which have lasted us 2 years.
That bunny don't stop. He loves that drum.
Yeah, he does. Hey, that bunny marches to the beat of his own drum.
He beats off for sure.
Oh my God.
Do you think the new counselor likes the top bunk or the bottom bunk? Over. Either way, I'm giving them my boondoggle keychain. Over.
Welcome back to Camper Crush of the Week. Yeah, what are we loving? Who's killing the game? Who's slaying boots?
Oh my God, I was literally gonna say who's slaying boots.
Someone's slaying boots. Every week, even if the world is complete and utter trash and shit, somebody out there is slaying boots.
And you have to find them.
And if it's you this week, own that. And bottle that emotion and say, you know what? Even if next week's bad, this week, I was slaying boots. And if you're not slaying boots this week, maybe next week you will. You just never know when the boots will be slayed. And that's the beauty of life.
Period, puta.
Who's slaying boots for you this week?
Kirsten Storms.
Kirsten Storm, Stormy Daniels' sister?
No, you can't. It's her first name. And
Well,
it's Storm.
No.
Apparently she was awarded, and we don't have to get
It was
into
a joke. I don't know how you took it so serious.
Oh, I don't know. You're brain rotting today. Anyway, so Kirsten Storms is an actress. Maybe her name is familiar. She has been on General Hospital since 2005.
Wow.
And in the 2024 Halloween episode of General Hospital, her daughter in the show dresses up as none other than Zenon, the girl of the 21st century. So Kirsten Storms was the girl who played Zenon in the originals.
That's her name in real life? Is that a stage name?
No, Kirsten Storms.
That's so funny. I know exactly what you're talking about. I didn't know she was on General Hospital.
Yeah,
so,
she's been on for so long.
Well, she stopped doing Zenon and said, okay, I'm just doing 20 years of General Hospital.
Yeah.
What does she look like now? The same?
She looks very much the same. She had brain surgery 2 years ago. She had it was like a whole thing. And she went through a little bit of a rough patch, but this is our crush week and we're loving her. So Kirsten's character in the scene, it's so like funny and kind of tacky, but I love it because she hasn't really referenced it a lot, at least not publicly. So when her daughter comes out and she's dressed so cute like Zenon, Kirsten's like, who are you? And the daughter's like, I'm Zenon, girl of the 21st century. And Kirsten's character shrugs. She's like, I have no clue who that is.
Oh, I'm looking at the picture. Oh my God, the girl that plays her on the show, her daughter, looks a lot like her.
Yeah.
Is that her real daughter?
I don't know. It might be. When asked about the episode, Kirsten told People magazine, Cetus Lapidus, I love that this movie stuck around for so long. And now people are playing it for their kids, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, it definitely it has longevity. That one had drive.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't a one-hit wonder because they had sequels.
I loved that movie. Also, I saw a lot of Halloween costumes, people dressing their dogs up specifically as protozoa. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Make my heart go boom, boom. My supernova girl.
My supernova girl.
So that wasn't my favorite song by Protozoa. I loved the one. It was, oh my God, he had one other one. I forgot what it was called. It was so good.
I like fictional TV shows or movies that have fake artists.
Yeah, and he actually had good songs.
Like the one that Miley Cyrus made for Black Mirror.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, it's just 9 Inch Nails had a whole. Also didn't know Zenon the movie took place 2049, which is creeping up on us slowly.
Oh my God, speaking of that, I'm on People magazine right now looking at that article.
Yeah.
James Vanderbeek, 47, diagnosed with colorectal cancer. That's scary.
Just now?
Yeah, well, it's the top story.
Oh my God.
He's young. Guys get a colonoscopy. That's actually really scary. I don't want to give you a downer right now, but okay, story number, I'll lighten it up. Story number 3, Teddy Mellencamp's husband, Edwin Aranci, shares cryptic post about dark days after divorce announcement. That's not lighter either. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Is that another?
I just clicked one and I was like, it'll probably be easier to read. Is there a nice one here? Taylor Swift's mashup of The Prophecy and This Love has fans thinking it was a sweet nod to Travis Kelce and crowd at Eras Tour. Okay.
What is your crush of the week? Are you waiting? Are you literally waiting for me to ask you? You're literally
are we in a rush as a fucking podcast?
I was simply.
Who's listening right now? They're like, come on, speed it up. I want to hear. They're just you guys vibing? Or Someone's like over here, like listening to us on 1.75.
Slow it down. Listen to. Oh my God! Wait.
I've been slowing it down. You're the one speeding it up.
Sorry.
Okay, I'll switch gears now.
DJ say speed it up. I just go slower.
When you hear that back, you were gonna crawl into yourself. I just go slower.
I do not wish to be perceived.
Yeah, because that's not even how Beyonce sings. I just go slower. That was so funny. You are a goof. Okay, I'll take the spotlight off you and I'll take it onto me because you just put your hood on. Oh, he's getting scared. Stop, you're fine. It was just
scared.
We're all laughing with you.
At me.
That's true too. My crush of the week. You've all been roaring for it. When was the last time you went into a restaurant and they had an aquarium by the host stand?
Great question.
Bring back fish tanks in restaurants. Where are they? Am I alone in this? When I was a child, multiple restaurants I would go to would have some sort of fish tank by the host stand. And it was great because I didn't mind waiting for a table because I could go peruse the fish tank. These things were massive. They were almost art installations in these restaurants, typically Chinese restaurants. But there was a restaurant in New Bedford that was a seafood restaurant, and they had aquariums throughout the entire, like fish tanks, throughout the entire restaurant. They were like partitions in the rooms. And my Nana would take me there and we'd be like, please set us by an aquarium.
That's such a cute request.
Oh my God. But there were so many of them. It wasn't hard. And it was just a lovely feature. And I'm sure it was expensive to keep up with.
Yeah.
Because they were gorgeous. But I felt like there was more of them. And I haven't been to a restaurant in years and seen a fish tank.
No, because if you're seeing a fish tank, it's filled with lobsters and that makes me sad.
I'm not talking about that.
I know.
Yeah, these are more like, these are pretty.
Yeah, you're talking about like the ones that are not being eaten. It's quite literally just a fish tank.
I remember my doctor's office growing up.
Oh yeah.
Had a saltwater fish tank. What happened to that?
Oh my God, give me a sucker fish and a highlights magazine, please.
No, I know.
I'm
I
sad.
know. So did you have that growing up? Did you ever like go to a restaurant?
Yes.
So am I wrong in thinking that they're all gone?
No, the erasure is for real. It's probably the upkeep, you know?
But it's...
Well, think about it. I don't know. When the pandemic shut everything down, who was going in to take care of the fish? Was anybody?
Well, you have a car. So get in there and help the fish.
Maybe.
I don't know. I thought about it longingly. My heart was like, I almost like welled up, honestly. Because I was like, this is like, we're losing what made us people. We're losing the core of human decency here. We need this kind of stuff. It brings us together. And we're a nation divided right now. And it's not good. No, it's true. It's true. But you know what? On all sides of the spectrum in this country, can we all agree that a fish tank in the waiting room of a restaurant, it's a nice gesture. It says, welcome, doors are open. Do you want to see a menu before you sit down? Here is a vibrating metal brick. And you can hold that. And when that thing gives you a seizure, that means your table is ready. These were just little nuances of restaurant culture that we're missing. Well, text you when the table's done. No, I want the 99 scanner. Oh, I got it. Table's ready. Oh my God, that was so fun as a kid. Mom, I'll hold it.
Oh, when you get selected to hold the buzzer?
I didn't get selected, baby. I stood up and I said, I'm taking it. Sometimes life isn't about waiting. You stand up and you take what's yours. And that was mine every single time. My brother, I'll take it. No, you won't. No, you won't. This is my thing. I'm sitting on it. It's crazy when it vibrates.
You're sitting on it.
I explored. Sick. I did. I've always been very welcoming with my body.
At the friendlies?
Well, they don't exist anymore. We'll text you when your table's ready. What? No, I don't want that.
Yeah, they're like, can we have your phone number? I'm like, you haven't even taken me to dinner yet. You want my number before my meal?
Exactly. And also, you don't need to contact me ever.
No.
Why do you want that's so weird of you. That's private. You know, it's not private. The zappers. Like, bring those back. Bring back the aquariums. Just bring back the
Olive Garden
connection.
has them.
They do.
They do, and they're big, they're obnoxious, and they are not sanitized. I'll tell you that.
They're sanitized. I worked there. How are you going to say that? They're sanitized.
Okay. Well, I have my opinion because I found crumbling isn't a booger on mine.
You're not going to say anything when our face moisturizer is caked right now.
I am not talking about that.
What song's been stuck in your head all week? Welcome to Camp Songs. Welcome back to Camper Song of the Week.
That was Protozoa.
It was really bad.
Whatever. What's your song of the week?
My song of the week is coming from American artist and former I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here star
Who?
Heidi Montag featuring Spencer Pratt. The song is the 2009 chart-topping hit Body Language.
It was good. It actually was really good.
Read my body language. I do what you like to prove that you're right. Control me. Such a great song.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a lot of info on it because there wasn't a lot of write-ups on it. It was supposed to be on her album Superficial, which did go platinum at this camp, not in the world outside of it, but they were running into copyright issues because it does sample the 1982 hit Situation by Yazoo.
Did they not get like clearance for that?
I think they did, but I don't think that, remember how when I talked about Gwen Stefani, she was worried about sampling certain songs and exposure? I think her album, she wanted to like launch it. So she was like, I'm going to do this as a single and then I'll do the album without it.
Got it.
So they were released kind of like together-ish. But
it wasn't on the album.
Yeah, the album, I guess, wouldn't. I don't know if she thought she was going to get a Grammy for it. I think she should have got a Grammy for it.
Heidi Montag going into her career being like, no, this could be Grammy. I have to separate the art here because this needs to be up for consideration. Like, it's okay to be self-aware, queen. It's okay.
No, Spencer Pratt. I've DM'd with Spencer Pratt about this. When the Grammys happened 2 years ago, I took a picture of the screen and I said, still can't believe Spencer Pratt and Heidi Montag got snubbed by the Grammys for Body Language.
He can't believe it either.
And yeah, he messages
Not
me
you
back.
giving him top billing in that sentence.
What?
Spencer Pratt and Heidi Montag for her song.
Well, Heidi Montag and Spencer Pratt.
I'm
I was
just
just like,
joking.
it was rolling off the tongue. It was a body roll off of the Body Language. But yeah, that's my song. I love it. Every time it comes on, I'm like, fuck yes.
It actually is good for like that reality TV making a single as like a bit. You know what I mean? She needed gay Twitter, and it just wasn't what it is now.
And you know what else? She wasn't well liked, and he was a villain because at the time we were still a little murky on just how fake The Hills was.
Yeah, and he only has become like, I don't know, more liked in the zeitgeist in the past like 5-6 years.
Yeah, especially with the reboot of The Hills when you can actually see him and he's like kind of just like a doofus, but fun.
She has one of the best interview like lines of all time.
Why?
When she's like talking about like her career or something. And she's like, I want to be famous. I don't want to work at my parents' restaurant. Like, that's not the kind of work I want to do. And then the woman goes, she's like, well, I think there's value in hard work. I think there's value in working in your family's restaurant. And she goes, and that would be your journey. Like,
she just got so
she
much
clocked her for that, though. I was like, exactly that, girl.
And you don't have to like Heidi Montag, but I don't think she's like a malicious, evil person. I like her.
I'm a Lauren Conrad girl, always.
Yeah, and I just don't think that their friendship was going to go past the show.
Actually, I was an Audrina girl.
You were?
Yeah, I used to always think she was so hot and so cool.
She was just always looking up and like biting her lip and just dating the worst men. Homeboy wore combat boots to the beach.
I love The Hills.
I do too. I would love to rewatch. We just have too much telly and then we don't watch it.
Yeah.
I know. Okay, so what are you listening to? What's your keep song?
That's So True by Gracie Abrams. That's my second time doing her. Pretty recently, too.
No, I'm waiting for you to sing because I know you're going to sing because you've been singing it all day and I love it.
Well, I made a video before, the day before we were recording this.
Well, newsflash, he made a video.
You are such a brat right now.
Brat count? Let's do Zachariah brat count versus my brat count.
Oh.
I'll tally it in the bottom.
See, we need to be audited by a non-bipartisan group. Because how is it fair if you do the auditing of brat count?
I just edited it out. Wait, someone audit this episode when you're done watching.
I don't want to see the audit
back.
because I'm going to be hurt. And you're going to hurt my feelings.
No, I love you. Wait till you hear the ad read I did for this.
What you did to get you, taking down her hair like, oh my God, taking off your shirt. I did that once or twice. I know, fuck off. But I think I like her. She's so fun. Why do you think I hate her? I'm not that evolved. I'm sorry. She's me. I'm done. It's just, she's got this like really like, I don't know, like indie pop kind of like, I'm mad vibe. And I think she's so fucking cool. And the more I hear from her and the more I see her, I talked about her a couple weeks ago. I love her. She's just like such a great writer. So I'm not gonna talk too much about her because I just talked about her last time. But I was like, this is stuff about an ex. So I looked up her dating history. She was with this guy, Blake Slatkin, until 2022.
Barf me out.
And we think it's about him. And by we, I say I. He's like a very accomplished music producer. He was a 16-year-old interning with Benny Blanco, and he's written for so many people. He wrote Gracie Abrams' debut album with her, and he wrote Omar Apollo's debut album with her. He wrote like that Sam Smith song with Kim Petras.
Oh,
Unholy.
Unholy.
He worked with Charlie XCX on like 365. He wrote for Dustin Bieber, SZA, Kesha, and he's like very young.
How old is he now?
I think he's like mid-20s.
Wow.
But he started when he was like 16.
Interesting.
So it's just like funny because I think she's so gorgeous and beautiful, and he's kind of like, I don't know. He could be a good guy. But in the face, he's just face card probably has declined.
Does he look like the Hand?
No, the Hand is truly diabolical.
Van Houten.
Yeah, it's
Van Hout.
Van Hout.
I have
Simon Van Kempen.
Now where is that mother trucker?
I wonder if he's ever been on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here.
They would. Oh my God, have they been?
No.
No, why am I seeing it in my mind's eye? What were they on? They were on something.
They had a spin-off.
Amphetamines. Wait, no, am I crazy for that?
Yeah, you're crazy to try to like look it up right now.
Okay, yeah, that's too much work. And I typing things on an iPad, I feel like a child. I'm poking around.
I only use this iPad for the show.
No, I'm poking, I'm prodding. If I can't use my thumbs on like a small screen, I don't want to do it.
Speaking of poking and prodding, I'm going to poke and prod through my refrigerator because I'm starving. And
Watch you find the orange juice.
It's not in there, and you know it's not. Don't bring this up again. I'm going to end this show on a bad note.
Let's leave it sour. I'm
sour candy.
Thank you guys so much for listening. If you want to be included in our Monday episodes, which we would love you to, please send us an email at camcounselorspodcast@gmail.com. Is that it? camcounselorspod@gmail.com. So sorry. Or camcounselorspodcast.com.
I've decided what I'm getting.
For what?
Food.
Okay, what is that?
I really think I need Papa John's.
Papa John's extra egg.
Once again, adding on a bad note. We love you guys. Please rate and review the show 5 stars. If you hate it, we do not want feedback.
No, please keep it to yourself. No,
nothing
literally.
but 5 stars because we're fine the way we are.
No, seriously, we're just doing our best and like we just need support. So support us. Okay, love you so much.
Love you. And with that being said, lights out, campers.